Okay everybody, as you can hear, the XR200R is running. The first go with starting it up, I had an extremely high idle. I had to take the carburetor back out and realize that I had put the throttle assembly in 180 degrees out. So I fixed that problem, and she's like purring like a kitten, as you can see. And I'm going through the break-in period right now. And what I'll do is I'll videotape that break-in period and how you go about doing it. Okay everybody, here's the break-in sheet that I'm using, and basically what it is you start the bike up and you just let it idle at a low RPM like I was, and without it stalling for 5 minutes, and then you don't want to ride it or anything, you just want to let it idle, and after 5 minutes of running, shut it off for 10 minutes. And then as you can see here, it says fire it up again for 5 and just keep it running, and then shut it off for another 10. Fire it up again for 10, shut it off for 10, fire it up for 10 again. Keep adding 5 minutes to the run time, but keep the 10-minute cool off time. If you put your hand on the cylinder after 10 minutes, you will find it cools off quite a bit in 10 minutes. What we are doing during this heat up and cool off time is getting the piston and cylinder up to temp, which then to proper tolerances. Cold piston, it's hard for me to read, guys, so you can kind of see what it says, and it's hard to read through the camera here. I'm sorry about that. And then you can see 9, and it'll tell you where to go from there. Okay, I'll turn the page here. And you can see, it'll say now you can ride. Alright everybody, if you had trouble reading that over the video, let me know. I'm going to do my best to see if I can get this scanned in and have it as a link, either in a PDF file or something like that, but hope this helps. Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you while we're doing our break-in on the bike we're finishing up. Here's our new one. This is an 83. You can see it's got a metal gas tank, and there's some other stuff that's a little bit off on it, but we're gonna freshen this bike up a little bit. We're not gonna go all the way like we did with with the first bike, but we're gonna get it ready to ride because we want to do some riding this summer. So my boy here, he's working on getting the seat off, and we're gonna get the carb out of this bike and take a look at it. Okay everybody, I just wanted as a side note here to show you this bike is actually an XL 200. So there's one bolt on the back of this gas tank that holds it in place, and we took that bolt off. And then in the front of this gas tank there's two little notches, and they just kind of slide into the frame on the bike to hold it so it doesn't rise up on you in the front. And I'll show you what the bike looks like here with that piece on. We took off the two side plates on both sides and disconnected the air box off of the carb. And right now what I'm going to do is loosen this cap here so we can get the throttle cable off, and then take these two bolts off that are on the bike and then just slide the carb out right out this area here. This carb is in really bad shape, and we bought a brand new carb to put on this bike. So basically we're wanting to get this in running condition so we can go riding. So we're not going to go all crazy with our rebuild on this bike at this point. We're planning on doing it later, but just not now. So we'll get this off, and I'll show you where we're at.